expect this gentleman's time. We expect this gentleman's time. And so right now, it is my privilege and my pleasure to bring you this man. I've known him for over 20 years. And since I've known him, he has always had a heart for helping people. He is very successful in this business. He knows all the facts, so you're going to get the nitty gritty. But the most thing I love about him, if you hang around with him and you've been on this Zoom for any number of minutes, you know we're going to have a good time. Because if it ain't fun, he ain't doing it. And he is just helping tons of people. And that is what he loves to do. So it's my privilege and pleasure to introduce you to some and to present to others my friend and mentor, Dr. Sean T. Hill. So y'all give it up for him because he about to give it up to you.
Dr. Sean T. Hill.
Yes.
Yep.
Thought I had a pastor coming on or something. How's everybody doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Awesome. Well, I'm not gonna let her get away with that. That young lady told you all those nice things about me. She didn't even tell you her name. Juletta with capital T's in the middle. Tyson is nobody's joke. She has literally shared. I'm gonna have her share her testimony a little bit later because she shared it with the entire world. She's been on stages. She's actually blessed a lot of people's lives. Matter of fact, in the last week alone, it just seems like everybody she meets is going to find out about what we're doing. Her roofer got started in the business with us that we're going to share with you. She met a young lady on vacation all the way out of the country, I think, and she just got started in the business. And so right now, she is on a mission to bless as many people as she possibly can. She has a huge heart, and I love her to life because I got a room in her home. So guys, if anybody deserves that round of applause, let's give that right back to Miss Juletta Tyson, please.
Jojo!
Fantastic, Juletta. Fantastic.
And
Yes.
so, guys, I'm not going to keep you long because I understand your time is valuable, but honestly, it is my awesome privilege and blessing to be able to share this with you. About 4 years ago, nobody was hopping on Zooms or anything to find out what I knew about money or cash flow or income shifting or anything. As a matter of fact, when it came to the topic, I may have been one of the more negative people that you want to meet. But in all fairness to myself, can we agree sometimes brokenness does have a negative effect on your attitude?
Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
It's kind of hard to be all chipper when you're broke. And I was frustrated because it wasn't that I wasn't having what some would call success, but you ever feel like I should be a little bit further along than I am right now? Anybody ever feel that way?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I wanted to be wealthy. Anybody else want to be wealthy?
Absolutely.
Now, if you didn't raise your hand, what did you want? Matter of fact, don't even tell me. That stuff gets stuck in your shirt. You can't get it out. But I would ask anybody who would listen how to get wealthy. But you ever ask the right questions, but you're asking the wrong people?
Yes.
Yes.
And I guess I was just too young to understand if they knew how to be wealthy, we would have all been wealthy. But they gave me the best advice they had because they love me. I listened most of the time. Anybody else feel like you the good child of the family?
Yeah.
Me.
All right, some of y'all like, nah, y'all might know me. I ain't gonna lie on this people's Zoom. But here's the thing. I know without a shadow of a doubt, I am my mother's favorite. Now, nobody tell them I'm Carly, see, you always get, okay, I'm an only child, but I know for a fact that she at least likes me most of the time. And so when she said, if you graduate high school and get yourself a college degree, you'll be able to write your own ticket. I didn't know what write your own ticket meant, but I figured if it meant getting wealthy, I wanted to get there as fast as I could. So graduated high school at 16. By age 20, I had an electrical engineering degree because they told me that's where all the wealth is. Pretty good, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
By age 21, I found myself amongst that large and growing population of students who graduate but never get a job in the field that they study. Anybody know some people all degreed up, know where to go?
Yep.
And so that was me. So it was always odd job after odd job. So I was always check to check. Then I added 4 children to this. Anybody have children that get more expensive with every breath?
Yes, they do.
I mean, we don't want them to stop breathing, but if they could just take shorter breaths, that'd be helpful, right, Tina? And so now I'm check behind check. And then it got to a point where it was just so much month at the end of my money, it didn't make sense to work. I don't know if you ever got to the 13th of the month and wondered, Lord, how am I going to make it to the 30th? But let me just tell you, once in a while, it's okay. But when that's happening every 30 days, it's like hell on earth. And then they say, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on who?
Me.
I went back to the same people. I said, that didn't work. What do I do now? They told me go back to school. Anybody know some people been in school so long we forgot what they were studying? Yeah. Now, don't laugh at us professional students. It was the only strategy we had. But I finally got that master's in math education, even though I never met a wealthy teacher. I got my second check as a high school math teacher. So I didn't believe the first check, Quincy. I thought they made a mistake. I thought they were gonna put the rest of my money on the second check. Second check came looking worse than the first one. Had weird stuff on it like FICA and insurance. And that was the last day I ever listened to anybody broke for wealth advice. But that was the first day I got on my journey to acquiring some type of wealth before Lord brought me home. And so I got started in home-based business age 25, so about 2-3 years ago. And I had, what's those faces? All right, it was more like 28 years ago, but I had success. I had a lot of success. But the problem was I could not find the money. And what I found out was my mentors shared with me, the more we make, the more they take. Mm-hmm. And then one day I got the call that changed it all. One of my best friends on the planet, Richard Harden, gave me a call, changed everything in my life with one conversation. He said, I found it. Now, if your friend calls you and they tell you that they found it, chances are you were looking for something, right?
Right.
Yep.
He knew I was looking for a way to keep my money. And so he introduced me to the same thing I'm about to introduce you to, that your friends are so excited about sharing. And that's called MWR Financial. Now, that stands for Make Wealth Real Financial. And we have a simple opportunity to become and stay wealthy. Now, simple is basically going to show you how to shift your money, increase your money, multiply your money, protect your money, and leverage everything. Anybody want that in your life?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So if you're ready, say I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, if you need to go grab something, say wait. All right, I got no wait, so I'm gonna go. And so guys, when opportunity knocks, my mentor said it is better to be in the right place at the right time than to ever be smart. Anybody know some smart broke people?
Yeah.
More than reason the thermometer, broke is a joke. However, I think all of us are old enough to remember when we first heard these words, Facebook, Amazon. I remember saying out of my mouth, what the heck is a Google? If you'd have told me I'd have been inebriated getting in the back of strangers' cars that ain't had no licensing, I'd have said you are nuts. And now we beg our friends and family to get an Uber if they've had too much to drink, yes?
Yes, we do.
But now here's the thing. Did any of you take advantage of any of these opportunities?
No.
Because I missed them. But now, what if you could have a second chance to be in the right place at the right time? We have a first to market opportunity. Most people, even though a lot of people have had success, most people have never heard of us. We're disrupting the world's biggest industry. You'll see by the end of this conversation, there's no risk to you. And you'll also see that it's already proven. So now you're in a position to not only be on the right track, but also get on the train. You got to be with the right company. MWR is the right company because it's a multi-million-dollar debt-free company, meaning they're not hemorrhaging any money. They're not trying to catch up. They're not in the red. Been in the black since I heard about it 4 years ago. It was around 3 years prior to that. So it's 7 years old with a proven track record. Now, here's the thing. We're going to create millionaires and all of that. But here's what I got excited about. It's so ground floor that I know these guys on a first name basis, where when they'll just call me out of the blue to find out how I'm doing. And guys, I actually hung out with Mr. Tolson, the managing partner. He's helped hundreds of thousands of people do what we do. Brian House this is fourth multi-million-dollar baby. And so with that being said, they actually have us in a position to take advantage of everything you see. Now, what you're looking at is not just tiles on the screen. This represents a lot of major companies that have been around for decades. So there's not a couple of people sitting in a room saying they're going to do everything for us. No, these companies were established before MWR. What MWR did was brought them all under one umbrella so they can help us solve and take care of everything going on in our finances. Because how many of you guys know some people got good credit, but they can't buy anything because they're so upside down in interest and bills that they don't have any extra to buy? Or know some people that are really good when it comes to keeping their bills low, but for whatever reason, because they're getting so overtaxed, don't have any way to take advantage of it. And so they said, what if we do all of these things with all of these strategies? But I'm going to tell you why I got started with Richard after a 5-minute conversation. He actually wasted the first 4 minutes. Because when he told me he had a team of financial experts that was helping him do everything that he was talking about, I said, a team? Oh, I'm in. Guys, repeat after me. I need a team.
I need it.
See now, for those of you that didn't repeat it, it's okay. You'll come around because see, understand this. Successful people, wealthy people have teams. See, they're not smarter than us, but they know that they're not smarter than us. So what they do is they hire us to be their team. Now, while they're doing that, broke people are saying weird stuff. Like, you know how many people have told me, you know you can do all that yourself, right? That's how broke people sound in my head. Even the women, you know you can do all that yourself, right? And so here's the thing. Most of the people that say that can't do that themselves.
Facts.
I never said it because not only could not do that myself, too. I was too busy trying to figure out how to teach this algebra. I didn't have the energy to learn all the rest of that stuff. So when they told me we all get a portal, a membership portal, and when we upload what they need, they do all the work, I got excited. Somebody type in the chat, I need a team.
I need a team.
But type it, because it looks better in the chat. And so here's the thing, guys. They said they were going to turn my expenses into income. Didn't know what that meant. They said if you input the debt that you can pay off, anybody have debt that you can pay off?
Yes.
They don't want the name of your debt, but if you input the balance, the minimum monthly payment, and the interest rate, they're going to give you a plan to get out of debt faster than most of us would on our own. They're going to give you your debt-free date. Can we agree debt-free is the new free?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And then they're going to show you what to do with this new cash flow to get to your millionaire date. Now, I know we've all made at least $1 million in our lifetime. Anybody want it all at the same time?
Yes.
Just checking. Want to make sure I'm talking to the right folks. Then they said, you upload your last 2 pay stubs, your last year's tax return, we're going to give you an adjusted W-4. Guys, 80% of Americans overpay their taxes. That was on the IRS website. You know what was not on the IRS website? How to not overpay taxes. I couldn't find that anywhere. But when you take this adjusted W-4 and you give it to whoever is taking the taxes out of your money, you'll see your federal income tax go down and your check go up. Anybody want a pay raise?
I do.
Easiest way to get one is stop overpaying taxes. Pay your taxes, but stop overpaying your taxes. When I got started, we were called the home of the instant pay raise because everybody was getting them. Well, we still get them, but everybody recognized that we do far much more than that. They said if you upload your 3 most recent credit bureau reports, they'll call and they'll challenge everything on there. Then they'll actually send you letters to challenge the rest to restore your credit to an 850. How many of you guys understand we all supposed to have an 850 right now?
Yeah.
But how many of you guys understand how to keep an 850? Me either. And so to have a team of experts that know the tax codes and everything and know the credit codes and all of these things right as they're happening, all the laws change, they know it as soon as it happens, and they're working on your behalf, that's a plus. Then they said if you upload your bills, they'll negotiate your bills lower. Now, if you can't talk out loud, just type the answer to this question in the chat, because I want to make sure y'all paying attention. If you have the choice between paying more for a bill or less for that same bill, type in the chat which one you would do. Because see, I didn't have to be a business major to understand I want to keep my money. And so then if that wasn't enough, they put us in position to get paid on everything we do. Anybody ever eat? Anybody ever buy groceries, get gas?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the movies?
Yes.
I'm just thinking about the stuff I've already done with the programs that we have. What if every time you did everything that you were about to do, you'd earn 1 to 2% on it?
Love it.
Somebody told me the other day, that doesn't sound like a lot. I said, well, how much are you earning right now on everything you do?
0.
I think 1 to 2% is a little bit better, yes?
Yes.
Right.
And so, guys, the average person that gets the membership is going to, on average, keep $2,000 a month in their household. But see, this is the part I need y'all to get. If you don't get anything else I'm saying, guys, repeat after me, type it in the chat if you need to. It's my money.
It's my money.
It's my money.
My money.
It's my money.
All we've been talking about this whole time is your money. My favorite book said I'm not supposed to love money. It didn't say I was supposed to hate it so much that I give it away in taxes and interest and debt.
That's right.
It just said don't love it.
Right.
So we choose to keep it in circulation. This makes sense?
Yes.
And so if you kept an extra $24,000 a year of your own money, how many of you guys could figure out something to do with it?
Absolutely.
But see, now some of y'all got nervous. like I did. Because see, I was always making extra money. I just didn't know what to do with it. So I would do more of the stuff that made me broke. And then they started giving us strategies called next level strategies, how to put your money to work for you so your money can continue to make you money. That's when I understood Make Wealth Real was not just the name of the company, it was a mission statement. Because guys, they started talking to me about self-banking, diversified cash flow accounts and private reserve accounts. God, all I knew about before Richard called me about this business was my bank account. And I'm not gonna tell y'all my bank's name, but I heard they chase people to sign them up. And when I called these jokers and I asked them, well, how much of a return am I seeing on my money? They said 0.01%. Don't look at me crazy. I bet when you call your bank and ask them what kind of return you're getting on your money, they might say something that rhymes with 0.01%. And so you mean to tell me if we actually take $10,000 of our hard-earned money and we put it in the bank and we don't touch it, being good stewards of our money? Monifa, that's the voice I make when I want to sound official, like when people be sounding before they mess our money up. Be good stewards of your money. We leave it there for 365 days. When you come back, we're going to have $1.
One.
I'm gonna share something with you guys. I was sitting in a room yesterday with some folks in Jacksonville, Florida, right? And I said something I never said. But I just, when I said that piece right there, I just heard it a different way. So because a lot of us do what we do because the people that taught us were doing it. Does that make sense? And they never share it the way it is. But if I told you, if you gave me $10,000 of your money, at the end of a year, I give you $1, who's in?
No one.
Nobody.
Not anyone.
That's what happens when we put it in the bank. And we won't even have $1 because the bank fees don't eat that up, right?
Facts.
And so putting yourself in a position where you can take that same money and put it in a diversified cash flow account that works just like your bank account. However, it grows at 4%. And then they show you how to take your interest and pay your interest. It's pretty exciting, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you put that same money in a private reserve account, and when the market goes up, your money goes up. But when the market goes down, unlike those 401ks that became 101ks last year, for some people, 911ks, your money does not go down. But when the market goes up again, your money goes up with the market. We just felt like we could only win if our money only goes up, never comes back down.
Fantastic.
Then they started talking about asset accumulation. So you take this money and you double dip with it. You put it in precious metals. Now, I don't know which one is growing faster, silver or gold. I just know I would rather have silver or gold than 0.01%.
Me too.
But I don't know which one, but the experts do. You do a consultation. They show you the best places to put your money. They said you can also put your money in land. Guys, land is the safest and most profitable investment we can have. Somebody asked me why.
Right. Why?
Funny you should ask. God ain't making no more dirt. Now, I'm not saying he can't, theologians. Don't come off and you getting at me. I'm just saying I've not seen nor heard such. So in the meantime, shouldn't we get as much of it as we possibly can?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And so MWR has purchased land in Antelope Valley, California. It's also known as Green Energy Valley. I visited, I think, back in, it was 2021 or 2022. That gets fuzzy. I'm getting older. But here's the thing. It's a real city, and it's right outside of LA. Now, what's significant about that is even though they're balling right now in Paris and running and racing and doing all those things in Paris, the next time the Olympics is going to happen is in the United States in LA, 2028, 2029. So imagine holding those parcels of land when the Walmarts of the world come calling. Right now, they said that's growing between 20 to 40%. Pretty good, yes?
Fantastic.
And if that was not enough, then they said we can put that same money in trusts. Guys, if you want to pay something between 0 to 5% tax, put your money in a trust. I'm not a trust expert. I don't say anything that can get me in trouble. All I know is the people that I've talked to that have attempted to secure their assets with trust were paying 5 to 6 figures, and they told me $2,500 for that same work to keep your money in your family without the vultures coming to get it. Because how many of you guys want to not only leave a legacy, you want to live one?
I do. Yeah.
I don't know about y'all. I don't trust my kids like that. Just be leaving them all. I'm gonna enjoy my stuff. They can have what's left. I want to give them something in perpetuity that's huge, but I want to have fun while I'm here too. Is this making sense?
That part.
Mm-hmm.
And so they put us in position to do that. But now I want you guys to hear what it sounds like when you put this stuff in order. I see a few people, y'all are on big money night. You know what? I'm going to start with our hostess with the mostest. Ms. Joletta Tyson, would you like to share with everybody what the experts are able to do for you?
I would, but before I do that, I gotta thank you, Dr. Hill. The way you break this down for everybody to keep it simple is amazing. I always learn so much from you, so thank you for calling me. The first thing that experts did for me, because I was on disability when I saw this the first time, and I was working part-time. And the first thing they did for me was allowed me to turn in my pay stubs and my tax returns, and they told me I was paying $131 per paycheck over in taxes, working at part-time. Uncle Sam was getting all my money, and I was not playing with them. So they got me $262 a month back in my paycheck. They started working on my credit score for free. They initially got it up 69 points. A couple of weeks ago, I got another message that it went up 25 more points. They continue to work. I went into the debt elimination. They showed me how to pay all my stuff down and get my debt down, get my money up. My debt to income ratio started looking good. I was able to buy my first house. Then I put my mortgage in that debt eliminator, and they showed me how they're going to save me $78,000 plus in interest. Not only that, just this year, they lowered you know how you file your taxes and your income that they can tax, lowered mine by $35,000. So I went from possibly owing money to getting a nice little piece of change. They just lowered my T-Mobile bill by $200 over the next 12 months. They just did my ADT bill. And as of August 3rd, I'm going to have a brand new insurance policy for my car that's going to save me $487 every 6 months. So I love that they keep working for me and they keep growing me and they keep looking out for me. So the call you gave me, Dr. Hill, actually changed my life. And I'm thankful for it.
It's my pleasure. Shaniqua Lee, would you like to share?
Dr. Hill, it would be my pleasure. It was a conversation exactly like the one you're having tonight that helped change the financial trajectory of my family and my closest friends. So I appreciate what you're doing tonight. I was actually working for the U.S. government as a soldier when I got this phone call. And so what was so significant about that is I owed money at the end of every tax year and I couldn't figure out what I was doing. I was writing off everything I could. I was actually still overpaying by $300 every paycheck though. So my money was flying out faster than I could make it. So I gave the experts my pay stub, same as Joletta. They got that $3,600 back from me every year. I took that, I went ahead and put in a debt elimination plan, wrote off $5,000 in my first 90 days, took that combined with the other money, and actually have been able to invest in the diversified cash flow accounts. I'm already participating in the next level strategies where that's my debt to wealth conversion accounts. No longer am I worrying about debt with this company. I'm worrying about how am I going to make that wealth now for myself. And so I put money in there. The interest I make on that account, which is 4%, actually pays off my debts. Now my money's working for me in two different ways, and I've never been able to do that. They lowered my internet bill. They lowered my cell phone bill by over $500 between those two bills. And I write off no less than $34,000 in taxes every year doing the things I was going to do anyway. But it's a blessing to be a blessing. And so I appreciate the call that I received that was able to change this for me. I'm also positioned to make no less than $600 every month residually. So now that I'm retired, I don't have to worry about where my next check is coming from because I write my own checks now. So thank you so much.
Appreciate you sharing. And just so y'all don't think they only help the ladies, Mr. Harden, can you share my favorite story? Because this is the one that got me started.
Man, I'd be glad to. I mean, the best thing is when it comes to money, it's a never ending story. Because I think back when I got started, took advantage of the tax reduction that increased my paycheck from my job, $636. That's a $1,272 per month that I was overpaying in taxes that now came back to me. But working with the debt elimination team, they showed us how to put that into the debt elimination strategy so that we were able to knock out $50,000 in credit card debt in a year. And the blessing there is that continued to increase the amount of money that we had in our household. I worked with the bill negotiators. I sent them everything that they would negotiate for me. And between my phone bill, my internet, my cable, my pest control, and our cell phones, saved another couple of $100 a month. They worked on the credit score. I always thought I had decent credit, but they took me from a 720, 750, depending on which bureau, to an 810, then an 834. And that's a game changer when it comes to the cost of money, because that allowed us to refinance this house and one of the rental properties all together. Just having these experts help me look at things different than I could do it by myself. That increased our cash flow in the house about $5,000 a month, 4,297. That's that initial number. But the longer I work with the experts, the more they've done for me, because now I had some money that I wasn't living hand to mouth on, and I was telling people about it, start paying me an extra comma per month. So I don't know about y'all, but if an extra $3,000 to $4,000 shows up at your house, could you do something with it?
Can.
And now
Absolutely.
having strategies like the private reserve account, which allowed me to become my own bank. Now I'm able to fund my bank and then use that bank to fund my next real estate deal. We got into land banking. It was going crazy when we started, but it's going nuts right now. And just being in that place where you got money, making money, and now having the advisors in place to where, if you just think about this weekend, Dr. Hill, because this wasn't something I could have done the day I called you, but we went to see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
I went and got groceries and we ate at Longhorn, and I got paid for every one of the things that I was going to do anyway.
Right.
Man, it's unbelievable to be in a place where you have all of the pieces to get your money back, grow your money if you're willing to share and not selfish, and then have the money grow itself without you paying any attention to it, and get paid for doing what you're going to do anyway. It's the part. Can't beat that with a bat.
And I want to thank you for being the person that called me, man, because honestly, I didn't care what anybody thought about it after you called me. You were already making money. Like, people don't know. Rich is one of the only Black people I know. His family was in petroleum. So whatever he was going to say, I was going to do it anyway. But when he said I didn't have to try to turn around and do it for y'all, I got excited. Because I was the last person. You want your finances jacked up? Ask me a question. I will jack your finances up. But when he told me I had the same experts he had, I got excited. Got really excited about that. So guys, do me a favor, give it up for all of them. Please, please, please.
Congratulations,
Yes, congratulations.
Hey guys, you go to
Testimony.
MWR Financial
Awesome.
Testimonials. You can read for the next 6 years how we bless people this last 6 months. And we just continue to do it. But now here's the thing. This membership has everything you need to get your finances where you need them. There's no contracts, no setup fees. It includes your spouse. So y'all can both upload y'all stuff. Y'all ain't even got to fight over who gets to use it. It's a better way to do everything you do, turn around and get paid for it, turn your expenses back into income. And guys, although it's only $149.97 a month, I told you there's no risk to you, because when you upload your stuff and if the experts can't find you $150, they will give you back your $149. Now, I had to be honest with you, I've never seen them have to do it, because they, as you can hear, they've helped all of us find at least $150.
Yep.
If you ever come across somebody that said they didn't upload their stuff. It's really that simple. And so with that being said, let me ask you guys an honest question. I'm gonna read the chat too on this one. How many of you guys would share this information just because you care about somebody?
I would.
I would.
Okay, cool. How many of you guys would love to share that same information and get paid on it?
I definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely would.
They had to fight me to pay me for something I couldn't wait to share with the people I cared about. And so normally to become a qualified marketing director, there's usually a small startup cost one time of $200. But now for the folks that get started today, whoever invited you has a code that they can give you to put in that's going to waive the $200. So it's just the same $149.97 that it would be if you signed up for the membership only. But now here's what happens when you become a qualified marketing director. When you start a home-based business, you get 475 tax breaks. If I don't, I might get 9. Which one sounds better, your 475 or my maybe 9?
475.
Because now the bills become expenses and the expenses can become deductions. Anybody want the government to pay for your lifestyle?
I do.
Yes.
We even have a free app with the membership where you download that app on your phone and you drive around. It tracks your mileage. It tells you your deductions. You can attach it to your accounts. It tracks your receipts. You can itemize in there. It tells you your deductions. I mean, it's just man, it's amazing how many deductions come for just starting a home-based business. But then when you share the business, and just so you understand what sharing looks like, look at the person that invited you if it's not me. What are they doing right now? Posing for glamour shots. Some of them ain't even on camera. Some of them ain't even here. They doing nothing. Working me like a, okay, but in any event.
You didn't have to go there.
All right. Don't put on a fresh hat. Ain't even helping. But here's the thing. They did the hard part. They invited you. All we do is invite people to the Zooms and the living rooms, and we let God sort them out. I promise you, at the end of this conversation, ain't no balloons coming out the top of my screen. We not going to join together and sing a song. No, you're just going to have some information that we're already taking advantage of with an invitation to take advantage of it as well. Fair enough?
Yes.
And so here's the thing. Somebody gets on a Zoom like this, they decide to get started. They get started through your website, whether it's to be a customer with the membership or to be a business partner with the membership and to make some money. You're going to earn a $50 bonus just for that referral. How many of you guys like that?
I love it.
You're going to do it anyway. So if you're going to do it anyway, why not accept the $50? I don't think they're going to have to wrestle you, tie you down to make it happen. They're just going to make it happen for you. And then now you can start moving through the ranks of MWR. And what that means is, say you share it enough, 3 people become business partners, and 1 person besides yourself becomes a customer because they count you. So 3 business partners, 2 customers. Now you're earning $5 a day. Guys, you want to see some people get excited around you? Help them get that $5 a day. You start getting a text message saying you earned 5. You would have thought I hit the lottery. Because guys, I don't have too many things where they pay me daily. Matter of fact, I have none. Even the people that said if I did my chores, they pay me every day, they missed a lot of payments. And so when they told me I could make an extra $150 a month, I got excited. So you mean to tell me you're going to help me find 150? If you don't help me find 150, you're going to refund me 150. But then I could just invite a few. I did that my first day. Then Richard and my other senior partners, these guys said, do you think they can get their 3? I said, I don't know, but I know I can get my 12. Because they told me this thing grows to 12, and now it's 12 business partners or customers. You start earning $20 a day. Doesn't sound like much until you try to go into that human resources office and ask for a $7,000 pay raise. How many of you guys wouldn't mind just giving yourself a pay raise of $7,000 for the year just by sharing? See, this stuff was a no-brainer for me. Then they said when it grows to 36 people using a membership, we'll pay you $50 a day. Now I'm going to stop right there because honestly, if $1,500 extra a month that you don't have to say anything else for doesn't excite you, I don't know what will.
Right.
Imagine going to work and your mortgage is already paid. Would that be a change in lifestyle?
Yeah. I mean, yes.
I mean, at this point, we can think of some things to do with an extra $1,500 a month. And so, guys, as it grows, this can grow as high as $15,000 a day. Right now, number one earner earns $450 a day, I believe. I think.
15.
No, he earns $1,500 a day. My bad. You're right. He's national director in the company. I was thinking $445,000 a month is what I was thinking about. But guys, would it help?
Absolutely.
And then we have leadership bonuses. We have team growth bonuses. I'm gonna tell you guys my favorite bonus. It's the momentum bonus. How many of you guys agree success loves speed?
Yeah.
And so, guys, they said if you get those 3 business partners and 2 customers within your first 30 days, they'll actually give you a $150 bonus. So now, guys, when I got started, I did it in my first day. You might be thinking, well, that's back when it was sweet. There's a young lady on the line right now. I think I see her coming out of the woods, out of the bushes. We sat in our home on the 11th of this month, and in 13 days, she got that same bonus. So not only did she get $50 for the first business partner and the second business partner and the third business partner, and the $50 for her first customer. So that's $200, added another $150. How many guys wouldn't mind adding another $350 to your life and you can't even get the letters of the company right?
Love
You out
that.
there saying RWM and getting paid. Guys, do me a favor. Help me bring to the line really quickly one of our newest executive directors in less than 30 days, Miss Shauna Allen.
What's up, Miss Allen?
Yes.
Hey,
Miss
everybody.
Allen, can you share with everybody what you did really quickly and what you saw and what you got excited about that set your whole friend base and family base on fire?
First of all, thank you very much, Dr. Hill and Shaniqua Lee, for even introducing me to this opportunity. Once I saw it, I knew, first of all, it was divine appointment because I prayed for something like this after having my little issue with the IRS and having to pay them $7,000. My goal was to make 100,000 was 6 figures, and I did that. And I'm thinking I'm set until I got a tax bill for $7,000 that, almost knocked the wind out of my chest. So when I saw this, it was a no-brainer because I've been trying to figure out how to get out of tax debt, how to fix my credit. Like I shared with some before, I paid someone $800 to fix my credit, and I had to chase this sister down and try to figure out what was going on. Already, so far, they've already challenged some of the things on my credit report. I got my letters within less than 24 hours to mail with instructions where to send it, how to send it, and what to do next. Just contact them next. I said, oh no, this was a no-brainer for me. And they paid me. I got promoted and even though I promoted, you was telling me congratulations. I didn't know what had happened. And then every day you receive $5 today. Wait a minute.
Pretty exciting.
So I get excited. I share and y'all gonna pay me?
Yeah. Right.
Ain't nothing else to say.
Okay. That was good enough.
So I get excited. I get to talking. So thank you.
Well, excited and getting to talking has gotten you to executive director in 13
It's
days.
working.
Guys, give it up for Miss
He's
Allen.
doing
Again.
it. Congratulations.
And her husband is on track to knock her record out of the box right now. Her husband is on track.
Congratulations. Yes.
That's awesome stuff. And so with that being said, guys, she's on track right now to get to the next bonus, which is $450 by getting to those 12 in the first 60 days. And that unlocks, if you get to the 36 in your first 90 days, that's another $900. So that's $1,500 with that excitement. How many guys believe she's going to get that done?
I do.
Yes.
I do as well. And so whether you're excited about the $20 a day or the $100 a day, $3,000 a month, or the 6-figure income or the 7-figure income that are available, here's what I do know. Most people we share this with, somewhere on this screen, there's a number that's your freedom number.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning if that number was hitting your account every day, every month, or every year, you'd have some significant options. Some of y'all, just because y'all took this seriously, you're going to get a call from whoever your employer is, and they're going to wonder where you've been. You're going to tell them I have eye problems. I say, what's wrong with your eyes? I can't see myself working there no more. Some of y'all going to be figuring out I was figuring out how to find a fax machine so I could fax in my resignation. I just didn't want to, because emails, they don't hit the effect that I wanted. But here's the thing, guys. Success leaves clues. These guys, you're going to hop on one of these, and I'm going to be in their home. We're over there enough by nowadays. I feel like those 6,000 square foot, that stuff belongs to me. I heard they add another 2,000. I don't know what we're going to do with the extra 2,000, but I'm excited about it. But now when Mr. Charles Ivory got that call telling him he was laid off during the quarantine, that might have been devastating. But then after doing this business for a short season, when he got that call asking him to come back, he said, no, thank you. A lot of people weren't in that position, yes?
Yes.
Right.
People say, well, it's too late for me. I'm a little older. Mr. Parker, Dr. Parker, saw this when he was 55 years old. He was trying to figure out how he was going to ever retire. 2 years later, he figured it out. He retired them. And he was figuring out some other stuff. He figured out how to get his entire life back. Last time I saw him, he was extremely tan for North Carolina, but he built a home in South Florida. Made a lot of sense. I think he'd been spending more time in South Florida because he was about as dark as me. And so with that being said, guys, it's never too late. And Brian Bean is the #1 success story in the company. He's the brother I was talking about earlier, earning $45,000 a month. He became one of our top money earners in 3 months, has acres of land and a lake in Atlanta. I don't know how he found that awesome lake. And he has a condo in one of the wealthiest parts of Dubai. And so there's success all around us. But guys, as awesome as those stories are, you've already heard from the successful brother that shared this with me. Let me introduce you to the successful gentleman that introduced it to him. He just happens to be his, what they call, significantly younger brother.
Significantly younger.
I mean, this brother sets the pace for our entire team. He's honestly he's probably one of the funniest people I know, but more importantly, it's easy to have the type of fun that he's having when you're having the type of success that he's making for not only himself, but everybody else. And he is one of them last of my last type people. Well, everything he says he's going to do, he gets it done. Guys, help me bring to the line none other than Regional Director, Mr. Chuck Harden.
Right.
Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood. That's
What
my
is going
sponsor.
on, fam? I love
Yep.
it. I love it. Dr. Hill, you're doing an amazing job on laying this out, man. Not only just on giving the information, but give it in a way where people can receive it. You know, so thank you so much for what you do with the team. Thank you for so much of what you do with the organization, just helping everybody create success. And I just want to share with you guys, this is really simple. This is not a hard thing that you need to have a heart attack and stroke and die thinking about. Understand that we're going to help you in whatever financial situation you're in to take you to the next level and give you guidance on how to do it. Having an expert do the work, you guys, it takes the pressure off of you. Second, you got a business team and an environment of people all looking to be better financially. All of us on the line got different backgrounds, different occupations, different goals, different dreams, but we all got one very common objective. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful financially. See, when you can get around a group of people like that moving in the same direction, you can go fast by yourself, but you can go way further with a team. And that's what we building right now, a team, organization, a movement of wealth, right? And last, you got to think about this too, you guys. The biggest challenge that people are having is because they have unequal math. They're trying to pay residual bills with linear income. You got to think about this. You get paid, once a month, once a week, every other week from your job. That's linear income. These bills come residually. Your light bill come residually. Leave your house for 3 months. When you get back, guess what you're going to have? 3 light bills.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or no lights.
You have 3 light bills waiting on.
No lights.
The lights might not even be on. Guess what? You still got to pay that bill.
That's right.
We're showing people a simple way and a simple system that anybody can implement. But understand, training is the key. You're doing something different. You got to learn some different things. We don't live in a down economy. We live in a new economy. And in this new economy, you have to have new ways of thinking, new ways of growing, and new ways of earning. So training is key in order to create success. It's not hard. It's just new. So what we're doing this evening is going through some training to really show you not just what we do. This is what we do. You got to see how we do what we do. Because it's a part-time business. You work on a part-time basis. That's what it is. Let me show you this real quick, you guys. I like the residual income side. Let me show you this real quick. Can I share my, look at this real quick. I got to hold my phone real still so y'all can see it, right? This is potential, right? Y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see this right here?
That's it.
We see it.
And we can scroll for a while.
Right.
We can scroll for a while. Not showing that to impress you. Showing it to impress upon you that anybody can do what we do. Right? And this is part-time income. I still got a full-time job. I said,
Tickled himself.
Yeah.
you don't have to quit your job to do this.
Right.
So if you love what you do, continue to do that. But who would love going to work knowing you don't have to be there?
Right.
Who would love going to work knowing you don't have to endure whatever they're trying to get you to endure?
Right.
This gives you options. Create options for yourself with a team of people all striving for financial success. Man, let's rock and roll. Let's get. And I'll pass it back to you, Dr. Hill. I didn't know exactly what you asked me.
I asked you that. That was good. That was awesome. Hey guys, give it up for Mr. Chuck Harden, please.
Yes.
Hollywood, Hollywood.
Right.
Guys,
Hollywood.
that's literally all I got to say. Honestly, we're going to teach you and train you step by step and word for word how to do it. Folks are coming from Atlanta and Connecticut and Virginia and North Carolina and Arizona, all to get this little information from not only myself, but Little Birdie told me that if you get there on time, you might get to hear Chuck Harden and Richard Harden train. Now, you just got a little bit just now. Can you imagine what happens to your business when you allow these guys to train you?
Oh, wow.
And so with that being said, you just need to decide. Do you want some of the money or all of the money? Folks that say they want some of the money, they want to be a customer only, they want to use the membership. Awesome decision. It's only $149.97 to get it started and $149.97 a month. People are like, well, why would you keep it? Because when do you want experts to not be working on your finances? I kind of want them to work on my finances forever. That works for me. But now somebody's gonna say, I want all of it. Well, the investment is $149.97 if you get started today. And now you get everything that we just said, plus the 475 tax. But guys, let the person that invited you know whether or not you want some or all of the money, but don't hesitate, procrastinate, develop stress, hypertension, a dilemma, have a heart attack, stroke, and complications trying to figure out whether or not you want some or all of your money. Not that deep. This is what my mentors taught me in terms of evaluating business. If this does not work, what do I stand to lose? How many of us are going to blow $150 before the week's out, if not the day?
Right.
But if this works, what do I stand to gain? And if what I stand to gain is that much greater than what I stand to lose, why wouldn't I do it? Guys, I think about this often because 86 days after starting this business, I looked at what I was earning from the DeKalb County Board of Education and what I was earning from MWR, and they were the exact same. Since February the 3rd, 2021, I have been unemployed, unemployable, and mentally unfit to work for other people. Not saying this to impress you, just to impress upon myself. What if I'd have tried to hold on to my little 149, 249, or 349? I'd be preparing right now to go back to them same people y'all call y'all beautiful kids, dreading it. Now, I love the kids. I just didn't like the adults. So with that being said, text some or all or whoever invited you so we can get you the proper application, which is all electronic, and get you guys started. Was that worth your time?
Yes, it was.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
So on behalf of my business partners all around this country, it looks like, my name is Shaun T. Hill, blessed to be 5-star executive director with this amazing company. More importantly, I am Willie and Maddie Mae Hill's bouncing baby boy. It has been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. I look forward to doing business with you, shifting income with you, and when everything is all said and done, walking the beaches of the world with you, excited because we are debt-free indeed, and we are also our own banks. I'll see you guys that stay in for training in about 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.